So we have these clients, a buyer couple, new baby, and they're looking for a bigger house. Their current house is too small, and so we went out to the market and found a very, very beautiful home for them. And it had multiple offers on it, like many do currently. And the thing about it is we pulled out all the stops. I mean, we gave them the price they wanted. We did a waiver of appraisal. We didn't have an option period. And we really hammered it and lost out on that property. Fast forward 3 days later, the seller's agent called us back and said, hey, good news. The previous buyers found a different home, didn't do any inspections, and wanted to move on. So if you guys want the property, you can have it. The kicker is that through the previous inspection report, they were actually going to be getting a new AC, and they wanted us to absorb at least a little bit of that cost with the AC. So now we're actually raising the price even higher. And when you do things like that, we were already going over asking, plus a little bit extra for the AC, you really start to think about the appraisal issues that you're going to run into. Now, our client had a waiver of appraisal, but it's our job to protect our clients' money and protect their asset and make sure they're not overpaying too much, right? In this climate, a lot of people are paying over ask, and a lot of people are doing waivers of appraisal and paying extra money out of their pocket. But we still have to protect them. And so in doing that, we got our first appraisal back, and it was $18,000 below what the sales price was. And my clients literally started hyperventilating. I was on vacation, calmed him down, and told him, I really think that this appraisal is wrong. Now, if you know anything about appraisals, it is extremely hard to fight them. It's extremely hard to get them changed. But here, we don't stop. We don't give up. We always persevere. We always check the details no matter how busy we are. And so I came back from the vacation, I read through that appraisal report, found some additional comps that would increase the price on that appraisal. Felt like the appraiser missed some things. I also caught a mistake that the appraiser had, which is pretty rare, but there was a pretty big mistake on that appraisal report. So we did, you can do an appraisal review. And so we went through that process, did the appraisal review, got bad news. They basically came back and said, we don't care. And a lot of appraisers do this. It's like once they put their seal on their appraisal, it's just not going to change. And there's not a lot you can do in the lending process currently to get anything like that changed. So we pushed further, and we actually got that appraiser's report kicked out, which is about as common as seeing the Loch Ness Monster. So that appraisal got kicked out. We ordered a second appraisal. That appraisal came back at $7,000 over what my clients were paying. And that's something that we were actually expecting to see, either hitting value or getting really close to value. And really what that does is my client was gonna have to A, pay their down payment, B, pay their closing costs, and C, pay that extra $18,000. And so we saved them from having to do any of that by being able to get another appraisal. And I think the important thing about this is that if you never give up, if you pay attention to the details, if you are constantly searching for solutions for people, they see that like how much you care and how much you have pride in this. It was just a massive win for my clients. It was so great to see their smiles and to hear their thank yous, and they were so appreciative of how much work was put into that to get that resolution turned around and changed. And now they don't have to take that extra cash out of their pocket. They can use that for furniture. They can keep that in their savings. And we're blessed to be able to do that for people. And that's our standard at the Gullo Group. Like we don't stray away from that, no matter how much the home price is, no matter who the client is. That's just how we do things, and that's what we want for people. And we think like if we want that for ourselves, we need to give that or more, over deliver on everything. So just a huge win this weekend. This week. Wanted to tell that story. Amazing benefits for those clients.